Alright folks, today we're going to be doing a tutorial on how to add cars to a car set on NR2003. This may seem like a super simple thing to do, and it is a very simple thing to do, but it has come to my attention that there are some people who struggle with this, particularly people who are very new to the game, who don't know how to do it, so we'll jump right in here. Now typically there are three different types of files that you'll see when you download a car from a source, whether you get it from Stunod or NN Racing or Sim Racing Design or wherever you get the car. You're going to have three basic types of files. First, we're going to look at the .car file here. This is the file that is the car itself. So all you do for this, you take the car, you can come over here to the left side here. You can go into your Papyrus folder, NR2003, click the series folder, and then pick out whichever series the car is for. This car here is for the CWS 2015 mod. And then you're going to click and drag the car right into the cars folder. I already have this one in here. Usually this won't pop up here. So that's very simple. You just click it, you drag it into the cars folder, and then if you were to open up NR2003 and go in, the car would be there. The second type of file that you'll see, and this is the one that trips up some people, is the TGA file, or I believe it's short for the Taiga file, or Taiga, I don't know. But that's going to be, you're going to get this icon here with the little GIMP logo, as opposed to the car file, which is a blank white sheet there. So if you take this file and you do what you did with the car file and you drag it into the cars folder, it's not going to show up. What you have to do when you get a TGA file is you come to the exports imports and you take it and you drag it into exports imports. And again, I already have this one, but we can replace it, I guess. This won't come up for you if you don't have it already. So then, once it's in the exports imports file, you go into the game, you go into NR2003, you go to the mod that you want, and you go to your opponent manager over here. And then, see, I already have the car here, but what you would do normally is you would make a new car, select your manufacturer. This is a Ford. You can name it. We'll just call this one 53 Joey Gase. And then you come down here to import, and then you'll see the file over here. Click on it, click OK. And now the car is in. And then you can go in here and add the driver info over here. But the third type of file that you'll see is a zip file, which is this file with this logo over here, this reddish blue and green and yellow logo. For these types of files, now there are two types of these files, I guess. There are files that are one specific car, and then there are files like this that are car set. What you do is you right click it, come up here to extract files, click that. You go over here to the Papyrus file, NR2003 series, and then this is for the Wayland Modifieds, I believe. And so you'll come over here to this, click the plus, and then put it in cars. Now, if you have a zip file with one individual car, and you do this and you click OK, that typically works, but sometimes you'll have here a car set which contains a lot of different cars. Sometimes it'll work right away if you just click OK, but in this case, I believe if I click OK and it extracts the files over here to the cars folder, what happens is it doesn't put the cars in, it puts a folder with the cars inside it. And so what you have to do is you have to copy all of these cars, click Control C, and then go back to the cars folder and paste them in here like that. So those are the three types of files: cars, tijas, and the zip files. That's how you put them into your game. Again, if you're having issues, if you're unzipping a file into a cars folder and your cars aren't coming up, chances are it's one of two things. It's a TGA file and you have to put it in exports imports, or it's a car set and you're unzipping the car folder into the series car folder, and you have to go in and copy and paste them out into the folder as opposed to just unzipping it. Hopefully that makes sense. So hopefully this helps you. I know, again, it's sort of a very basic fundamental thing to NR2003, but for new people, sometimes it's very confusing to them, and so I hope this is helpful. Now, there are two types of files typically that you'll find, actually three types. There are three